And a strip club showdown, men of God go face-to-face with Joe Redner, and it gets ugly.
Thank you, John. Joe Redner is back in the news tonight. The strip club king got into a noisy confrontation with some preachers last night, and it got ugly. Our Josh Talkington has the video to prove it, and he joins us live with more on this. Good evening, Josh.
Good evening to you, Brendan. Now, these street preachers claim they came here hoping to spread their message of God to all who would listen. But the owner of Mons Venus, Joe Redner, believes that at least on last night's occasion, this group came out here looking for a confrontation, and that's exactly what they got. This is home video captured by the street preachers of Joe Redner blaring his air horn at evangelist Micah Armstrong, who's using a megaphone to spread his message out front of Redner's strip club.
You got strippers, which are really prostitutes. You got fornicators in there, whoremongers, perverts, drunkards. So those are the places we want to go.
And believe it or not, Redner doesn't mind them being here. He told us over the phone, quote, they have a right to be there. But last night, they were making it louder than a football stadium. They were making it uncomfortable for customers and were a nuisance to my business. Redner has had peaceful run-ins with this religious group several times over the past 6 months. But the group claims last night, Redner got violent.
I think Joe went a little out of control, and he's gotten violent before. He's tried to swing on me before, and he's missed. And last night he was successful. He got behind me and then punched me in the head.
Larry Keffer, who's running the camera, claims this is when Redner punched him.
You go to jail. You break man's law.
Oh, look at that.
We got witnesses.
Redner denies he hit anyone last night, but admits, quote, I was over the top. I shouldn't have gone out there and done that the way I did, adding, I think they're idiots caught up in the radical right wing of their religion.
Repent, sinner. Repent, you pervert. You're in big trouble.
Now, although a couple of those men claim they were assaulted last night, they say they will not take this case on to the police and, in fact, say they forgive Joe Redner. As for Joe Redner, he says he has no reason to apologize. We're live in Tampa. Josh Talkington, ABC Action News.
Thank you.
Next on Tampa-based 10 News, we're in for the coldest night of the season. Randy has the forecast. Joe Redner is accused of hitting a street preacher, and bikers ride for a fallen deputy.
Violent, Joe. We got it right on video, Joe.
He is acting like he's a man of God to cover up what he really is.
Nightclub owner Joe Redner is accused of assaulting street preachers who were yelling outside his club. Tonight, both sides tell their story to Tampa-based 10 News. And now to our other top story. A confrontation between preachers and an adult nightclub owner got heated last night. It happened outside of the Mons Venus in Tampa. Tampa-based 10 News reporter Valerie Boy explains why Joe Redner thinks he was unfairly targeted. We do need to warn you, some of the language is explicit.
We'll send you straight to hellfire.
After 5 months of uninvited visitors outside of Mons Venus, owner Joe Redner had had enough.
Yeah, I kind of let him get to me last night, and I shouldn't have.
Preachers Larry Keffer and Micah Armstrong of the Biblical Research Center took this home video as they protested off property.
God is not impressed with the size of your breasts. God is not impressed with your talent.
Last night was a new guy.
Redner says the group has protested in the past, but this was the loudest it's ever been.
They came out and they just had this big old megaphone, and they had it turned up all the way, and they were blaring, and it was intolerable.
And Joe Redner came out and just basically went crazy. He was going crazy. He was running around with an air horn, putting it to our ears, blowing the air horn, trying to, I think, bust our eardrums, to be quite honest.
At one point, both sides argued about homosexuality. Redner has claimed he is gay.
A guy that screams the loudest, has the most to cover up.
The preachers say Redner assaulted them.
What they're doing is they're committing battery on us.
Well, he hit Larry. He touched me a couple times.
While this video shows Redner chasing them, we never see an assault.
Well, I didn't hit the guy with the megaphone. The guy kept getting in my way, and I ran into him several times, but that's it.
Preachers don't plan to file a police complaint because they're hoping to send a different message.
we're targeting the people that are in that establishment. They're living in sin, and if they continue to live that way when they die, they're going to go to hell.
Redner says they're going about it the wrong way.
They call people names. They call dancers whores. They call the men that go in whoremongers and sodomites.
Getting weaker, huh?
If this happens again, Redner plans to have a louder air horn. In Tampa, Valerie Boy, Tampa Bay's 10 News.
Horn about 5 months ago when the group protested loudly. After that, he says they preached quietly until last night. He plans to get a noise meter and call police if they violate the noise ordinance.